So, as you all are well aware, last year I bought a rundown 1930s flat in need of renovation. So, here are some things that we've done so far. So we started off with all of the heavy work, like taking out the pantry and tearing down the bedroom wall and taking the doors out and evening out the walls. When I first visited, it turned out that the radiators are leaking, obviously, because they're so old and rusty, so I had to get a plumber to take them off until I get new ones. I also managed to finally order new windows, which I wanted to be wooden to stay as close as possible to the original windows. It's raining and it's awful, but I'm pretty hyped, not gonna lie. Also, I have a zit. Not gonna lie, after that the work stalled a bit. Every time I did visit, there were some visible changes, but not nearly enough considering how much time went by. The bedroom walls were evened out, all the electric outlets and cables were replaced, but that was honestly about it. Also, the footage you're watching was shot on the 24th of February, so for a couple of weeks that was the last time I visited the flat because I was too busy doom scrolling, buying baby products for refugees and googling the range of an atomic bomb. Okay, so because I'm not actually staying at the flat, I can't really control when and how long people come in for, so the past couple of times I was there, nothing has changed and it literally still looks the same. The wall between the hallway and the kitchen is gone. Cool. Nice. The walls are kind of smoothed out. Okay. But the heavy stuff is still not done. Like the kitchen is not even... I have something in my eye. The kitchen is not even close to being started. Like... While I'm taking a break from work, let's talk about NordVPN. Now, if you have watched any of my recent videos, you probably know what NordVPN is, but in case you haven't, NordVPN is a VPN service that I actually use and have used for a while, and it can help you reach content that is unavailable in your location. It is the fastest VPN out there, baby, and it also has an advanced anti-malware feature. So basically, if you want to watch a TV show that is only available in a foreign country, you just turn NordVPN on with a single click and you're watching what you wanted to watch. But NordVPN also has a threat protection feature, a feature protecting you from malware and other cybersecurity threats. If you think to yourself, I don't visit suspicious websites, I'm safe, I should be fine, think again. Because cybersecurity threats can mean things like viruses, but it's also cleverly stolen passwords or phishing links or even someone with a router sitting at a cafe pretending to be cafe's Wi-Fi. So better safe than sorry. Also remember that you can use NordVPN on 6 devices at once. I don't know why I showed 2 with my fingers, but basically 6 devices. So if you want to access the stuff that is unavailable in your location, or if you want to stay safe while perusing the web, get NordVPN today. And if you're not convinced yet, I have a sweet deal for you today, which is if you use the link nordvpn.com/Carolina, you will get 4 months for free on a 2-year plan. So that's amazing for you. Go get it! By the time I was back, the doors were back on and they were put in the opposite direction just as we discussed, and guess what? It worked, it was possible. A wild bathroom wall also appeared, but that was pretty much it. And granted, I was still waiting for the windows and the floors, which were supposed to take approximately 6 to 8 weeks, but I still thought things are going really slow, especially now that it's already spring. Update time. So it has started moving a bit. The problem is that most of the products that are used for like renovation works, there are so many shortages going around that an approximate waiting time for like most things is 8 to 12 weeks, which is a lot. So I need to order everything at once now before it gets even worse. The sooner I order, the faster it will be here. So it's still quite a long time to wait, but I just want to get this over with. So like shopping time. Also, we developed like a kitchen project number 34. I thought we're done, but we figured out that we don't really need the kitchen radiator because there is some heating pipes instead, so we don't need both because the kitchen is quite small. So in order to get some more cabinets in, we're gonna remove the radiator and we're gonna put some cabinets there. So I mean, it's nice that I will have more kitchen space, but it also means that I have to design everything for the 50th time. Electric outlets haul. Get ready with me to put my electric outlets on. I don't know. Just have a look at these beauties. Okay, so I did mess up because I forgot that one of the light switches that I ordered, like one of the type, which is 6 light switches, do not have those frames that make it look good. So I'm gonna have to, I already ordered these, but I'm gonna get them in a couple of days. So, but the rest is quite cool, dare I say. So here are the frameless bad boy. My sister's laughing at our cat. Anyway, here's a frame. I don't know how, oh my god, I don't know how to put it on, to be honest, but I'm not an electrician, so I don't have to. And then we have this, which, I mean, it's satisfying AF. So it turned out that both the porcelain outlets and the bakelite outlets that I was looking at were kind of pricey. I mean, a single one wasn't that pricey, but like considering I wanted like 20 of them, it would be like over $1,000. So I'm not doing that, and instead I got like cheap plastic ones, which are probably not going to last as long and are probably going to like get dirty much faster, but they were cheap and I could afford them, and they didn't hurt my pocket that much. So yay for the plastic outlets and light switches. Also check out these metal bars that I got for my bathroom and the toilet because exquisite. I got them in London on Portobello Road, and I think they're like cheap tourist attraction stuff, but they look good. Look, they're so cute. Here is some footage from a mid-May visit, and I mean, the bathroom radiator is on, the kitchen walls were finally evened out, and I finally bought nice vintage style radiators for all the rooms, but it was still very rough. Have a look at my haul. First up, we have a sink. Like a tiny one for the toilet room because it's super narrow. Oh well, hello there, kitty. So yeah, it's quite heavy too. We then have a bathroom faucet, check that out. And then there is the kitchen faucet, which is supposed to be like copper shade, but it's a bit toned down, but it's okay, it will do, it will do. In early June, I was leaving for America, and of course, like 2 days before my flight, the kitchen and bathroom tiles arrived, and I had to Photoshop the designs for the workers to know which tiles go where exactly, because the designs were quite complex, if I do say so myself. Like the toilet room had 5 different types of tiles. I will talk about all of my inspirations in another video, but for now let's focus on the nasty things. I went in to check on the flat right before I was leaving, and I think that was the moment I started to actually see the change. The kitchen floor was ready to be tiled, the bathroom was ready to be tiled, the old floors were covered in fresh plywood, the door frames were mostly back in. I mean, it was starting to look like an actual flat. Tour time. Guys, there is sun coming in, so cue all the sunny selfies that I couldn't take during my years of living in a north-facing room. The waiting time for wooden floors is currently like 6 weeks, so it will be a while. For now it looks like this. It's still better than it used to be. When I was back over a week later, the tiles were on. And it's honestly such a relief to have an image in your head and then see it in real life and see that it worked and that it looks good. And it looks just as you imagine. It was also the day windows were delivered, or actually it was the day after they were supposed to be delivered because they messed up. So while they were doing that, I went to the park, read the Catriona by Robert Louis Stevenson, which I give a 6 out of 10, and I made some new friends. I'm not gonna show you the windows because people are creeps, but trust me, they turned out nicely and they were kind of worth the wait. Excuse my hairdo, I'm setting my hair, but first of all, I'm super hyped because yesterday I finally put the new windows in. I mean, not personally because I'm not a constructor, but they're finally fixed. Like, no more rotten wood windows that are falling apart and that I keep breaking accidentally. Thank God. This took a while. Like, I ordered them back in February. Kitty, can you not? It is now mid to late June. So it took them sweet time, but they're there, and I'm so excited because it was one of the biggest things that had to be done. In June, I finally got the floor tiles delivered because the ones I wanted were obviously only available on demand, and it took literal months. Okay, I was supposed to record myself putting together like a bathroom cabinet, but I walked into this room and I'm just so excited like how it's all turning out. Like, check out the door, man. I mean, check out the door. It's folding. I'm also like, I was at a point where I was rethinking painting the biggest room green, but now I'm thinking like the door could definitely use some color contrast because they kind of blend in with the white walls. See, I mean, that's white on white. If I put some color on that wall, that might actually accentuate the door. And then when I was done admiring the door, I was like, the sun is shining through my beautiful new white windows and Okay, but I did in fact record myself putting the bathroom cupboard together, and guess what? It was too big for my sink. By the way, I had new door installed today, and look what the guy who was putting them in discovered. This was apparently like in the wall. It was basically this like super old doorbell with like a green stone. So cool. Why was it in the wall? I'm afraid to touch it because I don't think it's still like anything to do with electricity, but in case it does. But look at the stone though. So cool. Then it was update time, guys. It's happening. Stuff is going on. This is a portrait of my grandma, by the way. Anyway, I got floors, I got windows. The bathroom is almost done. So at this point, all that is left is basically some like minor work. The flooring in my bedroom and the window seals, which we're probably going to have to do ourselves because the carpenter told me that wood is too expensive. I was like, okay, so I think we're just gonna use some tabletops and make window sills because I don't care. Still better than gaping holes under my windows. So also what is left is, I think, the bathroom sink. I cannot seem to figure this thing out. I bought the one that is supposed to go on top of like a tabletop that I don't have, and then I bought like a cabinet that doesn't work with that particular sink, so I now have two sinks that are both wrong for my bathroom. At this point I'm just like, I can use a bathtub to wash my hands. I also have a tiny bathroom sink in the toilet room, so I'm like, I'm not completely sinkless. I might as well just order some custom-made bathroom cabinet and just wait till it comes and then have the bathroom sink installed. I don't really know what to do, to be honest. That's like the last big thing that I haven't truly figured out. So all in all, the worst part, the part where I have to wait for other people to do all the heavy work, was over. Now I was about to embark on a magical chapter where it's like actually fun. Anyway, to be continued.